Um, hmm. If you in here, if y'all already in here, I'm sorry. I'm posting the live on Twitter. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Please give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Hey, how y'all doing? Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Hi. What the? I don't recognize these people. I don't recognize these niggas at all, bro. Bro, if you are in the business of not, if you think that Tatum is not the sole purpose of this, like the sole, like, please leave right now. If like, what the fuck is wrong with him? What the fuck is wrong with him? Now, I will give you that. What the fuck did Joe? How are we not prepared for that? For that situation? How are we not prepared for that situation? One, so that's the only Joe Mazzulla shit I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm giving Joe Mazzulla for. That's the only thing. What did we do? Why? How are we not prepared for that situation? One, that's it. That's the only Joe Mazzulla talk y'all gonna get out of me. What did our best player just do 2 straight games? Somebody please answer. Please, like of course it took Mikal Bridges 5 minutes to outplay our best player. Mikal Bridges had 0 points for the first 3 quarters and knew that it was time to turn up. He knew that with Cat and Brunson out of the game, there was no way they were gonna win if he didn't step up. This motherfucker scored 9 straight points before Cat came in the game and proceeded to score 14 in the 4th quarter and again made the biggest play in the game. It took him 5 minutes to outplay Jason Tatum the entire game. Bro, I'm about to just read our comments right quick. Bro, I don't know, bro. I dead ass can't have no words. You see me for the first 5 minutes of this shit. I literally, like, it's been so long since this team had me, like, I had no words. I'm just laughing. Where's our coach? I'm just so sad. I have no words. I'm disappointed. This is disgraceful. We gonna lose to the Knicks for real. We thought this team changed. That's what I kept saying. That's all I kept saying. Who the fuck are these people I'm watching? Who is this team? Who is this team? I don't know who this team is. I don't know who this team is right now. I don't know who I was watching. I don't know who I was watching. And like, guys, I can't even. I can't. Who was on our team with the number 0 jersey on? Who the fuck was number 0 on our team with the jersey on? Who was that? Who was that? I don't know who that person was. And to be completely honest with you, for the first like first quarter, first half of the second quarter, I really thought Tatum was playing all right. Like, he was like 1'8", but he was doing everything that everybody asked of Tatum, was to, if you get Cat switched on you, if you get Robinson switched on you, drive and create for other people. He was doing that. But he was getting opportunities. He was driving. The drives weren't really all that good. But when Tatum drove, he just didn't hit the shot. The play that let me know that Tatum was not there. The one play that let me know that Tatum was not in this game. He got a switch on Jalen Brunson, and he made absolutely no attempt to get the basketball. None. He let Jalen Brunson front him in the post, and he did not move. He didn't want the ball. That's when I knew he wasn't in his game. And he's going to make me do something tomorrow that I don't want to do, bro. He's going to make me drop a video tomorrow that I don't want to drop, bro. But at this point, I got to do it, bro. And I'm not going super, I ain't going to say anything like hyperbolic. I'm going to just, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah. And to be fair, bro, who could have predicted that KP would just turn into a player we've never seen before? Like, why the fuck is KP a 0 right now? Why is Kristaps Porzingis nothing right now? I'm sorry, I'm not reading. I'm sorry. I actually. Thank y'all for joining. I know we're all upset right now. I'm upset, as you can see. Thank you for joining. We got 53 people in here. I'm sorry that it took us being asked for you guys, for a lot of people to come, but I'm glad you guys are in here. I'm glad that we can talk to each other. No words, just pain. Yeah, man. Hugs, honey. Thank you, Claire. I can't take this. Brick City, Boston is 6 though. He was so ass. This Celtics loss. These Celtics losses on a boom viewership. Not for real. Joe might be the dumbest coach in the league when it comes to clutch time situations. Why does he never call a play? Tatum is cram, bro. Surely shoot more threes is gonna work, right? He looks dumb out there. Not gonna lie. Yo, I'm shocked. It's over for us Knicks in 4. How do they not score one field? With how much talent we have on this fucking team, to not score a field goal in 8 minutes of a game. Like, that's why, like, I can't put most of the blame on Joe Mazzulla. Like, yes, why are we not prepared for it? One, why are we still doing the no timeout thing? Why are we still doing that? Why are we still doing that? You called a timeout before that. You got Al Horford set a step-up screen at half court, and Tatum did the one thing he didn't do all game. No nonsense drive, went right to the cup and dunked the basketball. Cool. And even that is not even a fucking play. That's one screen. That's one screen. So I can't even give Joe actual credit. He said one screen and Tatum did his fucking job and he went to the rim and scored. We should be done with the no timeout shit after last game. We should be done with it. And what's so funny is that somebody said it in the chat. The blueprint is there. In the first half of the first game, in the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter, Jaylen Brown hunted. Even in this game, at the beginning of this game, everything we did offensively going at Jalen Brunson worked. Every single thing we did going at Jalen Brunson worked. It worked. So what are we doing? Every single thing we did going at Jalen Brunson in game 1. No, I ain't gonna say everything. 95% of things that the Celtics did going at Jalen Brunson in game 1 and game 2 worked to perfection. At the beginning of this first game, at the beginning of this game, everything we did against Brunson worked. Drew Holiday got like 2 easy shots. He got a clear path foul because Jalen Brunson was checking him. Jaylen Brown made that Josh Hart matchup look like a mismatch in the first half. Where does this shit go? And then they came out and dropped coverage in the third quarter. And that was the only time that Tatum decided to fucking wake up on the offense side of the ball. He got an easy 3 because Carl dropped. He got some wide open opportunity. He shot the ball. He hit it. Cat was in drop again. He did the in and out thing. Got a bucket. Then he got Carl again in the drop coverage. Dropped it off to Luke. Hit the shot. Then Tatum saw Mikal Bridges in semi-transition after a miss. Did not do one dribble move. Just backed him down all the way to the bucket and he scored the ball. Where does this shit go? Where does this shit go? Please, so how do we see things work during a fucking game? And the Knicks they went backwards in terms of adjustments. The Knicks came out of halftime and made a worse adjustment. And you still lose? They came out in something we killed for 4 games against them in the regular season. And you still find a way to lose. Oh shit, man. Oh shit. Both games could have put it away and rested our starters. Should be up 2-0 easily. For sure. They were looking like 2021 Celtics. Fuck it, we've been down 0-3 before. I've seen, I guess. I'd be less mad if the games was close the whole time, but another 20-point lead, are we serious? Does anyone think we can actually win? We're done. I don't know what to think no more, bro. Oh, God, I'm going to have to hear Rashad McCann. Oh, I'm not. I don't even tune into that bullshit. I can't defend the team anymore, bro. We're frauds this year, I'm afraid. If we can just have the game in at the end of the third quarter, we'll be set. 2 games, same outcome, kind of weird. Bro playing down to a lesser opponent, like this is so much worse than just getting beat by a better team. Honestly, I've defended Tatum for so long, I don't know if I can anymore. I have qualified hope. I'm not good at Tatum/hate, but only listening to my best friend. Hey, Claire, thank you for the nice words. Yeah. I can't defend him no more. I told my son we needed to be up by 30. I don't hold up. Why is my first of all, why hold on. Why I don't get how the Tibbs needs his brain examined because he came out of halftime and made a worse adjustment, bruh. And we still lost. Now, I will say that Tibbs, I guess, yeah. So what the Knicks started to do towards the end is when we drove, like I can't even say that happened a lot because when the Celtics were properly spaced, you saw what happened. On that play where Horford set the step-up screen, there was nobody in the paint. He had to beat one person and dunk the basketball. There was nobody helping. So if you set up, do the right shit, they can't stop us. And we see it in the game. It's not like there was one game where we did nothing right and we had to watch film and then come out in the next game and do something completely different. We are in the actual game where shit is working and we don't do it. And hold up. Salute. What's up, True? This team hasn't changed since the Jeff T, Tristan Thompson era. I thought we was over that shit. And that's kind of why I'm so, well, no, the sole not the sole, 90% of the reason why I'm so like flabbergasted, appalled, whatever the fuck you want to use, is Jason Tatum, bro. I am such a believer in the players, right? While I do think that everything plays a part in winning and losing. So Joe Mazzulla gets a part of this blame, right? 100%. He needs to be better. But Joe Mazzulla can draw up the greatest play. Of course, hyperbole, because he's not going to do that. He can draw up the greatest play. And the Celtics go out there and do some dumb shit. And everybody is going to probably say, what was that play? Because it didn't result in a bucket. I am such a big proponent of the players, bro. You can, if anybody tells me that Joe Mazzulla is a bigger part of the blame than Jason Tatum, I'm gonna fucking go crazy, bro. I'm legit. I won't be able to not respond to it, bro. I won't. Because even Jalen, who I thought was insane in the first half, he was ultra aggressive. He made Josh Hart look like a kid for a lot of that first half. even him, like when we had got him switched on in the post, he had like 3 turnovers off us having the matchup in the post and him just not knowing where the defense was and turning his back on everybody, and he got a turnover. How many turnovers did he have in the second half? Jalen had 4 turnovers. Even Jalen, like everybody was ass. And Cornette should have closed 100%. Cornette, I tweeted that. I was like, let Lou close. Cornette should have closed 1000%. Kristaps Porzingis should be on a 1 stint basis in this game. He gets 1 stint at the end with like 4 or 5 minutes left in the first quarter. If he plays good, he stays. If not, he doesn't see the court ever again. Straight like that. The Knicks did nothing to stop the Celtics. We just shot ourselves out the gym again. And it is so demoralizing seeing them not hit open shots, because that is also a part of it. Like, they had bro, we lost by 1 fucking point. Do you know how many open threes that they missed? Like, I don't want to be that guy, but there was so many points where Horford had an open corner 3. That Tatum 3 that was wide open. Like, they're taking 3s that are bad also, right? 1000%. But even the good looks, they're bricking. The odds of this, I don't know. The fans deserve a refund. Nah, for real. Most of the crowd could shoot better than the Celtics. I ain't finna. Hold on. Knicks did nothing to stop the story. The odds of us having back-to-back games are so low, you can only say wow. Nah, fact, the spacing was ass. KP just stand. Oh shit, bro. In the first half, there was a play where Tatum got a mismatch on Mitchell Robinson. He drove, and KP was standing in the lane where Tatum was driving at. So Tatum had to do a step back mid-range. I would have took his ass out right then and there. We need to get on the road. Dude. If we lose 1 on the road, might as well call this shit off, bro. Like, yes, we've been down 3-0, and it was it worse than this? Hey, was us going down 3-0 that year against the Heat, is that worse than this? Or is this worse? Question. Was us going down 3-0 versus the Heat worse than this one? Before y'all start chatting, I'm going to look away. I'm going to let y'all answer. I'm going to think about it for a second. I'm going to say, the Heat were an 8th seed. I didn't believe in that team as much as I do this one. And the way we played the Knicks in the regular season, I think the way we're down 2-0 is worse. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying. All right. This is worse. Yes. Heat worse. This is worse. Nah. Oh shit. It's kind of close. He was worse emotionally. He was worse. Being down 3-0 was worse. We already have a chip now, so it's whatever. Fuck no. I'm sorry. I love you. No. Come on. Don't say that to me. Come on. It's not whatever. Come on. Don't do that. We got blown out by 30 twice that year. No. Hey, okay. I do remember that. The Celtics laid down in 2 of them games. Okay. Another question. Is it worse to just like not give effort in the playoffs? So just to like not even care and get blown out by 30 in a playoff game, or to lose these 2 games? I'm still leaning to this is worse just because of the expectation. I'm going to lean towards this just because of the expectation. And because like the Knicks should not be able to compete with us. I'm not even going to say compete. They shouldn't be up 2-0 right now. But I'm going to give them all the credit because they made plays. And I didn't say this last game, But in the clutch, I have no faith that we're going to win. None. Because I know what Jalen Brunson's going to do. I don't know what Tatum's going to do. I watched Jalen Brunson put up 11 in the fourth. In clutch time, I don't know what version of Tatum I'm getting. I don't know. And in this game, it was more like they let Mikal Bridges drop 14, bruh, in the fourth quarter. And even before that, bruh, before Brunson came in, them 7 to 9 points that Mikal scored were huge, bruh. That shit was, I cannot underestimate how huge of a thing that was for them, bruh. I can't underestimate that. Okay, but about the timeout, Brunson was still in the game, and it would have meant he should have been switched out. He should have designed a play at the last timeout. Yeah, okay, I would rather go at Brunson 100%, but Mitchell Robinson is still on the court too. Like, there are still players to go at. Like, yes, I would rather go at Brunson out of anybody 100%. So I'll give you that. But there's still a pressure point on the floor. The last offensive possession you just had, Tatum did one move and dunked the ball because Mitchell Robinson was guarding him at the 3-point line. Well, like, if it's no play called, why don't you just do that again? If it's no play called, why don't we just do that again? It just worked. Wait, was Robinson in on that last play? I would assume he was. I'm sorry, I can't even remember. Yo, why didn't we foul Robinson at the last? Okay, so I said that when the Pistons played them, right? Apparently, there's a rule now that if you foul, if you intentionally foul in the last 2 minutes, it's a free throw plus possession. That's what like 3 or 4 people told me. If you foul intentionally with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they get a free throw and possession. I never heard of that rule before. I hadn't heard of that until some people told me that. So I don't know. Wait, what y'all say? Hold on, my bad. Where was I at? Complacent, Boston, told him how to shoot anymore. That is crazy, Aiden. I don't. Why can't we shoot no more? Because even the open ones, we're not hitting at all. Like, nobody is. I think Pritchard had 2 threes in the fourth, but he also airballed one. He missed like 5 of them, and I'm just like, dude, what the? Because this is on the Celtics, Adam. But in the Heat, yo, this is actually kind of similar because the first 2 games in the Heat series, they were up like 10 to 12 points in the fourth quarter, and they blew both of them. Now, these was 20-point leads in the third. These was 20-point leads. So Adam Silver just needs more viewership is the obvious answer, and no one talks about it. How we got 60 people in and only 17 likes. Hey, like the stream, y'all. Please like the stream. Y'all don't gotta like the Celtics. I like to think y'all like me a little bit. Please like the stream. Eastern Conference Devil Magic at his best kept secret in the league, bro, man. Bro, once Miami took out Milwaukee in 23, everyone has in the finals. For sure. Hey, once they beat them, I'm like, oh yeah, cakewalk. Because who did they play in the second round? Was that Philly? Or did we play? No, we played them in the second round that year. Who did they play in the second round? Oh, the Knicks, right? I think it was the Knicks, right? Yeah. I believe it was. They played them. And I was like, man, give us the Knicks or the Heat. I don't give a fuck. Let's, you know what I'm saying? And we went down 3-0. Where was I at? No defending champion has made it out the second round since 2019. I do remember, like, I remember hearing that like a lot after we won a championship. And I was just like, it's no way. This team is too good. Can we just think about how crazy this is? Like, can we just put this into perspective, right? Tatum turns into a pumpkin the first 2 games. Porzingis is an actual 0 in the first 2 games. That's what it takes for the Celtics to lose by 3 and 1 point. Sorry. Backtrack. We missed the most threes in a 2-game span in playoff history. Tatum is a 0. Is a pumpkin. KP turns into an actual 0. 3 things that we have Tatum has turned into a pumpkin in the playoffs his earlier years. So I won't say some things that we haven't seen before. But we haven't seen this in a long time. Like, Tatum just had 3 30-point straight games and closed out our last series. So it takes 3 unheard of things for us to lose by 3 in overtime and 1 point in this game. Like, can we just like put that into perspective, bro? Can we put? Oh, sorry, he's not a 0. He's a detriment to our team. Our best fucking player is a detriment to our team at this moment. Thank you, Claire. He's a detriment to us, bro. And it took KP turning. Like, what happened? Is it the okay? So I've heard a lot about KP being sick, right? That's what I've heard. He had those like quick 5 points straight, and he had a tip in that he could have made, didn't make it. Like, bro, we lost by 1 point. Do you know how many plays I can turn to for 1 bucket that we should have got? Do y'all remember when things were going good and Tatum and Brown had a 2-on-1 fast break and Brown fumbled the basketball? Do y'all remember when KP had a wide open putback and it slipped out of his hands? Do y'all remember when Tatum had a lob to Porzingis and acted like he threw it to Rob? I can point out so many things where the Celtics could have got 2 points in a 1-point game, discounting all the wide open threes. Not even counting all the wide open threes. Not even counting it. Not even counting it. Where we at? We moving like 23 team. That pass to Tatum and Brown that slipped through his hands ended up mattering a whole lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. KNICKS, like this, I came here. Appreciate your piece. Bruh. Anyway, Boston wins this series now. Are you finna lose to the Knicks? Are we dead ass about to lose to the New York Knicks, bro? Because realistically, they gotta get 1 at home. Now, the Celtics were the best road team in the NBA. We got 1 against Orlando at home. It's a lot of emotions going on right now. I'll just say that. Is it out of the realm of possibility that the Celtics win 2 on their home court? No. But the way that they're playing right now, I can't. But like, shit, I hate being fucking reasonable. Bro, we again, 3 things that we have not seen or are very rare happen in the first 2 games. That we lost by 3 points and we lost by 1 point. Can Tatum get any worse? I'll just ask y'all that. Can Tatum get any worse than he was tonight? Yes or no? Can Tatum get any worse? Dr. MM says no. No shot. Why did I watch every F game leading up, Nick? So I don't know, bro. Denver losing by 20 already. That could cheer me up. Nah, yes, but it's so hard to. No way. Not rebounding. Okay, yeah. He's a monster on the boards, bro. Like, I want to hype that up so much, but I can't. And I thought he was good defensively, especially in the first half. And then there was even a play on Brunson late where he got switched on to him and he stonewalled him. So, yeah, he's not even playmaking good right now. He's not even playmaking right now. It would be pretty hard for that. LOL, probably, but not much. Not really. Detroit stole two from NY. I'm pretty sure the Celtics can get them back. We just looked horrific in 6 out of 8 quarters. That makes me feel a little bit better. We're better than the Pistons, right? If they can win 2 games, we can win 2 games, right? If he remembers he's 6'8", absolutely not. Tatum's my favorite player, and I high-key hate that motherfucker right now. He could have like 6 turnovers instead of 3. Stop, Steve. Stop. I have never seen it, bro. This might be the worst. The Milwaukee series, when he scorched them in Game 6, there were 2 games where he had like 10 points. That might be the last time when I've seen Tatum play this bad in a playoff game. Clay Thompson, don't let us get one. I mean, it was real at the time. And I'm a firm believer that we would have won Game 7 if Tatum didn't get hurt on the first play. But the last time I seen Tatum play this bad was that Milwaukee series. I think he had 2 games where he had 10 or 11 points. And that was when a lot of Tatum's impact as a player was scoring. So if he wasn't scoring, he wasn't doing shit. In this version of Tatum, you know, Tatum Game 6 versus 76ers, isn't that the one where he had a Mikal Bridges game where he was asked for the first 3 quarters and then he hit like 16 in the 4th? This man had more rebounds than points. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. This nigga had 14 rebounds and 13. Oh my. He shot 4 for 14 from 2. He shot 4 for 14 from 2. Jaylen Brown shot 6 for 16 from 2. That gotta be majority of the second half of Brown, at least. Yeah, Brown shot 6 for 12 from 2. Okay. So, here we go. Why do we have to keep doing this tailored to have shit, bro? A couple of games in the Orlando series, there were multiple tale of 2 half games. The first game against the Knicks was a tale of 2 halves game offensively. How do we score 60 points in the first half and now we can't do anything? This is my point. This is the biggest point to me, bro. In the first half, hold on, let me see. So we're up 50-41 in the first half. We're not shooting great, right? We're 5 of 21 from 3. We're shooting 50% from 2. We're getting offensive rebounds. We're getting second chance points. But we got 7 turnovers. We got 13 points off their turnovers. And yeah, we're not playing great, but we're not playing bad. You know what I'm saying? And then the second half, we have 40 points. We only make 5 threes again. But now we're 10 for 25 from 2. Something to look at. Because in the first half of last game, the Celtics were 15 of 25 from 2. And in the second half, we was 4 for 12 from 2. So maybe that's something that I need to look at. Because how are we so bad from 2 in the second half? What's crazy, if you check the books right now, New York is only minus 120 win the series. Basically, Vegas thinks it's a toss-up on who's going to win. Some solace there, bro. Fuck the books. I love you, though, Barbosa. They've needed us to play ass to beat us by 1 and 3 points. I hate being reasonable, but you're not wrong. I hate how he still doesn't have to have a go-to move. Because I remember was this last season or the season before where Tatum was like doing that little Steve Smith like half spin shit, and that was something that he could go to, but like the fadeaway was like his early go to move, but like he don't really have a shot where it's like, hey, I'm getting to this spot and nothing affects me. So I give you that. Why are we doing 8 deep while Kata and Baylor just riding the bench? Joe is coaching like Tibbs. And wait, did Sam Hauser play today? No, right? No, right? I don't think Sam played. I didn't see Sam one time. Luke should have closed, bro. Luke should have closed. Oh, yeah. He did get hurt. Yeah, he did get hurt. So not Joe didn't play him type shit. Okay, I got you. Yeah. He did get hurt. And like even Sam before he got hurt, what the hell was wrong with him? It took him 3 games in the first series to score a field goal. And then in the first game of this series, he had an open 3 in the corner and airball. Like, what is going on with our team? Bro, even if we win this series, we're not winning. That is what that has done. Matthew, that is one thing that this has done. This has not only deterred my confidence in this series, even though OKC lost in the first game, but this play by the Celtics has not only deterred my confidence in this series, but in a potential OKC series, I dare you to come out like, I dare you to play a second half like this against them. I fucking dare you. You're gonna get blown out. You're gonna get swept off the floor, bro. You're gonna get swept off the floor. I promise you. So, I don't know. Because it's New York, tale of two cities. Please fire Missoula. Tatum was 4 for 19 in game 3 versus Milwaukee. Only 1 rebound, 3 turnovers. This is getting close. See, yeah, I remember them Milwaukee series where he wasn't a great rebounder yet. He wasn't a great playmaker. A lot of his impact was scoring. So, we looking like the 22 Celtics. Oh, my God, man. This shit. It was like they either run out of energy or just... Oh, my gosh. Steven, thank you. Thank you so much. When Brunson... There was a play late where Brunson was like... I think we had missed a shot. Brunson, he came down, did the little sweep through move and hit a layup on Al Horford. Brunson hits the layup, goes to the ground. He's laying out of bounds. And Jaylen Brown, him and Tatum both look at Brunson out of bounds behind them. And Jaylen doesn't push the ball, and he lets Brunson go past him. We had a 4-on-5 with Jalen Brunson sitting on the floor out of bounds for 3 seconds. Our 2 best guys look at Jalen Brunson and let him go past him and walk the ball up. Are we using our brains? Are we using our brains? Are we? Somebody, what are we doing? You have a 4-on-5 opportunity and our 2 best players don't recognize it because we're in a clutch moment. What are we doing? And then it's not like you slowed down to run an action. It's not like you slowed down because you had a plan in mind. They watched him get up and didn't do anything. Like, I can't tell you how crazy that was, that Jaylen Brown slowed the pace down and let Brunson get set. Now, you could say Brunson on the defensive side of the ball is already a 4-on-5. If you said that, you might got a point. But I can't get with that, bro. I can't get with that shit. I can't get with that, bro. Where was I at? I'm sorry. Where was I at? Please fight. Okay, I seen that. We've been outscored 55-33 in the fourth over the 2 games. Knicks up 22. I wish Rod Williams never don't even say that to me, bro. Do not even say that to me, bro. I would sit here and talk for 2 hours about Robert Williams, bro. I don't know how many people I've said this to, and it might be a little bit weird, but Rob is my favorite player of all time. There is nobody in history like peak Rob. Peak Rob. There's no comparison ever for him. None. There's no comparison for peak Rob ever. Because when he came out, it was, oh, DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan can't pass. Well, can't pass like Rob. DeAndre Jordan can't guard the perimeter like Rob can. DeAndre Jordan don't got a mid-range. And then it was Clint Capella, the same archetype. Man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. How's it hurt? Baylor needs Sam Minutes. Try and see if he can shoot for sure. He came in and airball and then almost airball another. Yeah, Sam. Horford can't buy a 3. Even Horford has some like mental lapses, bro. Even Al Horford had multiple mental lapses in this game. Like, Cat was killing him in the second quarter, and then I think he scored, or somebody. Yeah. He scored, then got a steal, and then he went up on Hart for no reason. Like, he had some. It was a couple times I was like, why did Al just do that? And I've never said that. I don't think I've uttered those words twice in the same game about Al Horford. I don't think I've ever said, why did Al Horford just do that shit multiple times in the same game? I don't know. Where we at? Especially with Sam Howell. Okay, bench. You know what's crazy is that our bench was much worse in the Orlando series. There were multiple games where we got absolutely, like, Pritchard was good defensively, but offensively, Pritchard gave us nothing in the Orlando series. Probably except for the last game. He gave us absolutely nothing. Luke wasn't as good as he was in this series. We had 23 bench points in this game, so I don't know. But yeah, you can miss me with that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, we're washed. And they's not gonna hit us like the Grizzlies. I feel like Tatum needs higher stakes to wake up, and he's getting numb to stakes. He's just he's a junkie, Lord. JT corner 3 women. Oh my God. Hey, can I be super real with you? I wanted him to just drive the ball. Can I be super real with you? Just go dunk it. I knew he wasn't making that shit. I had zero faith in that shot. When Tatum got that corner 3 and the ball was in his hands, I closed my eyes. On everything. When Tatum got the ball, I did just like this. And I waited for the reaction from Kevin Harlan. But was that Kevin Harlan on the call? I already just put the game out of my mind. Yeah, it was him and Reggie, right? I did exactly like these. And I waited for the reaction. For either the crowd to go wild, for either Harlan to say, got it, good, to something. Nope. JT, it could be both. This shit's sad, bro. Even haven't been this down bad since 2023. Yeah, this is crazy. My dad said the same thing. Facts. I probably forgot what I was talking about. The only excuse Tatum has is damn wrist injury. Yeah, a lot of people say that when Tatum isn't playing well, it's like he has to be hurt or something. I really hope that shit true. Well, I hope he's. Never mind. I don't know. Would I rather Tatum be healthy and playing like ass, or have an excuse and say he's hurt? Because I would rather him just be healthy. But no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Play better. What are you talking about? We still winning this series, but man. Thank you, Nick, for running the Celtics Swoop Up group. You're always welcome, man. It's nothing. KP, it just kills me inside on dealing with the illness. If the man is so ill he can't play well, why is he even playing? Just shut him down and let Luke be the second string center. I agree. Real as fuck for that. I forgot. Was that the Rob thing I was talking about? I just hope we don't go outside, man. That's so valid about Rob. Not my favorite all time, but definitely my favorite to watch. Facts, bro. I miss Time Lord so much. The whole team tripping mentally. I don't know what it is. Rob was Time Lord for a reason. One of the worst L's of all time, 100%. I think they go down 0-3, then lose and fire the Brunson. Oh, God. Dude, shit. Horford gave up back-to-back, and was yet he did. I said that on the second quarter. Like, he just, I don't know. Then they underestimate the Knicks, and they're panicking now. Big Al refused to use the backboard, laughed my ass off. I'm going to need to throw hands for Tatum. Brunson was touching grass in the paint, too. He kind of sucks on corner threes. Yeah, he don't get them shits often, but he still got to hit the shot. This wants to play like Ty Jerome, not Jason Tatum. My favorite player ever, not my favorite player ever, but yeah, that shit had zero chance of going in. No way people think this is a championship team, even beyond this series. This is not a championship effort and mentally straight up. I didn't think that before this series. Like, even in the Orlando series, I'm just like, okay, yeah, they force us to play a way that we don't play. But I loved how we were able to win in a different way, because I know you guys hear it. Everybody's like, oh, well, if the Celtics don't hit threes, they can't win. Well, we just did it in the whole Orlando series where we didn't hit threes until the last game. We're not hitting threes in this series, and well, we're not hitting a lot of threes in this series. We're missing a lot of threes in this series, and we're not winning. So maybe they right, bro. I don't know anymore. I don't care to do that. What happened to composure this team had last year, bro? I don't know. I don't know, man. That good call would have cleansed my. It definitely would have. And because I had my eyes closed, so if he would have said good, I would have been like, "Thank you, God." And bro, we lost by 1 point. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. We lost by 1 point. And like, bro, we gave up 91 points. What can I say about my defense except for in the fourth quarter you folded on me? We only gave up 91 points. Like, hell yeah, like you could have rebounded you could have rebounded a lot better. You could have let, like, even on the Mikal shit, like Drew was playing phenomenal defense, bro. Drew was playing insane defense and Mikal was just rising over him. There's nothing you can do about that shit. On the play where Jalen Brunson hit that little fadeaway shit in the mid-range, Drew played amazing defense on him. Now, probably don't send Brunson to... Oh, that's another thing. Hey, y'all. Here's another Missoula thing. Here's another Missoula thing. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember when very late in the game, well, like, this was like outside of 2 minutes, where we started to hack Mitchell Robinson, and the first one, we hacked him. We thought that Tibbs was going to take him out. He didn't. And you want to know why he didn't take him out? It's because he knew that Celtics were going to foul him again. So he left Mitchell Robinson in the game, and he let us foul him again to get closer to being in the bonus. Then, after we fouled him again, he brung in OG and was like, okay, the next time they foul, we're in the bonus. Joe Mazzulla, if you foul him and you see that they don't take him out, because in the first half, we fouled him and Tibbs immediately cut it short. He's like, nah, we're not doing that. He subbed him right out. When you see that, your brain got to be like, why he not doing that? Why he not doing that? It would have been cool if we had a foul to give. It would have been really cool if we had a foul to give late. Because the Brunson shit, when Drew fouled him, honestly, Drew fouled him like 3 times. So it is what it is. But if we had a foul to get to play with, maybe it would have. But again, like Drew has been our best player this series. Yeah, Drew been the best player easily. He's been the most consistent throughout the first 2 games. Even in the first game, he had, even with those ill-advised threes he took, it made me fucking upset. Drew was still our best player in both games. So, I don't know. It's not the risk. Oh, he's playing CT ball. All right, where was I at? Mitch the only rim protector. How the fuck do motherfuckers not attack Cat to the cup? He finna foul every time. In the first half of the first game, he got 3 fouls in the first half. He had 4 in the third. But the thing about that is, the game switched at the same time in both games. The game switched at the exact same time in both games. In the third quarter, the Knicks got down 20 in both games. The moment Karl Anthony Towns steps off the floor in the third quarter, they go on a run. Happened both times. The first game, Karl Anthony Towns goes out of the game. They hit 3 straight. This game, they cut it to within like 10 or something. And then Mikal Bridges has that fourth quarter. I can't believe we wasted a horrible Tibbs adjustment. He came out and dropped coverage to start the second half. And Tatum finally started to get some looks. We could. How does this team go scoreless for 8 minutes? How does this team with this much talent go scoreless for 8 minutes? How? It's not the risk. He's just playing CT ball. Yes. Like, how do we go from the number 2 defense in the Magic to the Knicks? We're doing worse offensively how does that make sense? How does that make sense? You play the number 2 defense, a more physical team, a team that doesn't allow, like, is different from us, like, not being able to get threes against them, because that's exactly what their defense is. That's their whole defensive identity, is to not let teams shoot threes. We're not gonna help on drives. We're not gonna do that. So that's different. But then you get here, and then you just can't shoot. And then you also taking some bad ones. With Orlando defense, he dropped 30 plus 3 straight games. I'm not allowing that excuse or that wrist injury. Thank you. Bro, I'm going for a walk. That shit was whack. Peace. All right, Slap. Hope you good, man. That was a rotation of like Brunson, Deuce, McBride, OG, Anunoby, and Cat. 2 guards you could attack that's not being exploited. That lineup, hold on. Let me go see that lineup right quick. What was the Knicks' best lineup? I can probably guarantee you Karl Anthony Towns was not on the floor. Oh, shit, it was. Plus 8. When was this? This was probably the last. Yeah, it was the fourth quarter. It was, so there was 3 minutes. It was 3 minutes and 58 seconds left. Not left. But Robinson, Bridges, Cat, Hart, Towns, Bridges, Brunson, Robinson played 3 minutes and 58 seconds in the fourth quarter, and it was a plus 8. That was their best lineup. Was that who they closed with? Right. Yeah, right. Or was Deuce on the floor? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember right now. A lot of that game was, I just put that shit out of the way. Our best lineup was a plus 12. Derek White, Jason Tatum, Lou Cornett, Jaylen Brown, and Pritchard. Who's not in this lineup that's usually in it? Drew? Oh yeah, I can't close Pritchard over Drew, but Luke should have closed this game 100%, bro. Luke 1000% should have closed in this game. It wasn't even close to me, because even Al was on some crazy shit sometimes. Bro, the Knicks starting 5 was a minus 18, a minus 16 this game. Okay, no, their closing lineup was, well, that's only 12 seconds, so I guess that was their last lineup. But our closing lineup was a minus 10 for 5. Okay, this is another joke thing I'm seeing, bro. If our closing 5 is a minus 10 in 5 minutes, you don't think at all we should make something happen? Like, I understand, like, having theoretically 5 people who can shoot closing, but damn it, no, who can shoot right now? So bring Luke in. So I know for damn sure the rebounding gonna get better. I know for damn sure the rim protection gonna get better. I know he gonna probably give me an offensive rebound or some shit. You know what I'm like? I would have definitely closed. I would have definitely closed with Luke in this game. 100%, bro. Our starting lineup was a -10. Our closing lineup was a -10. For 5 minutes, they was a -10, bro. I'm gonna read these comments. Excuse me. Losing faith in this team to the Knicks hurts so much. It does. McBride, only guy that played good today was Drew. Yep. Yeah, Drew been. Oh, I read that. Joe has been getting out coached by a lot. By fucking Tibbs. You getting out coached by Tibbs? Like, come on, fool. Like, we ain't, like, it shouldn't even be like that, bro. Like, you getting out coached by Tibbs? I'm sick, yo. We just lost to a dude who airballed. That was a bad free throw, cuz. Like, he didn't even, like, that shit. He shot that, but I'm like, all right. We're mostly getting everything we want. The defense was much better this game, especially in the second half. Breaking these open looks, making us hesitant on the next look. I can respect that. Like, on offense, when the Celtics run offense, like, they hunt Brunson on those hedges. Like, they drive Conley Towns. They actually drive on Mitchell Robinson. The Celtics get what they want. Like, the blueprint is there. That's what's so amazing to me. Like, when you run actions, you get whatever you want. Whether you make the shot or not, you get what you want. You get what you want against this team if you run the action. If you go at Brunson, you get what you want. And who did Tatum get the switch on the last play? Was it Robinson? I believe, yeah, it was Robinson. And then he drove left, and then 3 people converged on him. Why is Jalen Brunson not, like, okay, so the pro of not calling a timeout in that situation is unsaid defense. Whoever's in the game is in the game. And I saw somebody comment earlier that, hey, on the timeout thing, Brunson was in. So if you call timeout, they take him out. Cool. Let's just say that's the thought process. If that's the thought process, why didn't you go at Jalen Brunson? If that's the thought process, why are you hunting Robinson? Go at the weakest defender. What are we doing? And Tatum did the same shit at the end of the last game. He did the same exact shit at the end of the last game. Before the possession where Bridges ripped the ball away from Jaylen Brown. The play before that, Joe didn't call timeout. I saw that he was trying to at the end of it, but he didn't call timeout. He allowed them to go up the floor. They did nothing for 11 seconds. But if you watch that play again, Tatum had an opportunity to have a 2-man game with Derek White on the left side of the court, with somebody in the corner, right? So the left side of the floor was perfectly spaced out for him to get a switch or take advantage of a hedge by Jalen Brunson. He sees Derek White right beside him, rejects the screen twice, while Jaylen Brown is sitting on the other wing with Karl-Anthony Towns right there in perfect held position. He rejects the screen to go at Jalen Brunson twice, go to the other side, tries to pass to Jaylen Brown, and Karl-Anthony Towns tips it out of bounds. This game, you don't call timeout because you trying to have an unset defense. You would like for Brunson to be in the game. If you call timeout, they're going to take him out. Fine. Why are we not going at Jalen Brunson then? So now what's really the point of no timeout? Because the only adjustment Tibbs is going to make if you call a timeout is he's taking Brunson out the game. So if you don't call timeout, that means you want Brunson in the game. So what's the point of it if you don't go at Brunson? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. How would you wait? Let me go back up. Let me go back. Let me go back up. I see I missed some comments just on that rant right there. I saw that. I have no idea why Joe didn't call a timeout for a better play. How you like to see the Celtics chance of if they win game 3? I would be more level if they win game 3 because I know that the Celtics can win on the road. Game 3 would make me calmer. So because if we go back to the Garden 2-2, I'll be okay. Depending on how we play in games 3 and 4. Because the Garden is not a sacred place right now. The Garden is not a sacred place right now. So, I don't know. We're just going to have to see. Joe needs to evolve this offense. The reliance on 3-pointers and not drives to the basket at will with JB and Tatum. But the thing is, in the first half, they do that. The thing, Denver is getting fucking smoked. Oh my God. It's 71-46. But in the first half of game 1, the Celtics were 15 for 25 from 2-point range. They, of course, were not shooting good from 3. They was like 5 for 23, right? But like at the end of the second quarter, they hunted Brunson to death, and it worked. So I like if it works, keep doing it. In this game, in the first half, we were 14 for 29 from 2-point range. That's damn near 50%. And in the second half, well, we was 10 for 25 in the second half. That's 40%. 5 for 19 from 3, same exact shit. You just don't get it done. And the offense works if you run the actions. Like the actions work. They work. They just get away from it, and that is also on Joe. How you like? Oh, I read that. Needed somewhere to go to help me heal from this disaster, and glad I caught you alive, Nick. By the way, it's Joey. Joey, what's up, baby? What's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Hope all is well. I'm not well right now. I'm not well. Joey, what's up, bro? It's great to see you here. That's crazy. What's up, bro? After Mikal started hitting guarded shots, I knew we were choking again. That stretch was so huge from him. Bro. It was so, like, them 7 points that he had without Cat and Brunson on the floor, like, I tweeted about it instantly. I'm like, bro, he saved them. He single-handedly kept them in that game. And then he added on to it when they came to the game. That was, like, Mikal Bridges, it took him 5 minutes to outplay Tatum. 5 whole minutes to outplay Jason Tatum's whole game. Then why do they not go at Brunson with Cass on the bench? I don't know. JT got to channel the same energy from Game 6 versus Philly to avoid generational slander. Yeah, I lied. I didn't leave. But tell me why I saw no one crashing the boards when we're freaking every 3. What happened to the corner crashes? Because Drew was doing it in the first game. Drew was definitely doing it in the first game. I remember seeing that on film. Need to play better at the end of quarters, third quarter especially. We let them cut it to 12. Joe always emphasized the end of quarters well, and it's killing us in the series. Yeah, bro. Like, again, they cut the lead down at the same time in both games. When Carvney Towns takes his rest in the third quarter, they go on a run. And you don't close quarters, but better, that's going to happen to you. Friday's going to be the turning point. Hey. Wait, is it Friday or Saturday? I think it's Saturday. I think the game is on Saturday. But, man. Unless you're talking about something else. But, if we lose on Saturday, I ain't about to think about that. PP in the clutch for Tatum wouldn't have been mad. No, I wouldn't have been mad they sat Tatum. Like, real shit. He was that bad. We can't go out like this. We better not go out like this. Friday's going to... Wait, is a game Friday? Am I tripping? I thought they give extra time for... What's the name? For the switch. Like, switch of the home court and shit. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all tell me, but let me just look it up. Reread, and I don't really care what people say. Yeah, it's Saturday. Y'all had me tripping. I got plans. Y'all had me tripping. I had plans Friday, shorty. At this point, give me more K to minutes. Tingus in the post has been giving me headache, and that's also one thing. Like every time Porzingis comes in, they cater the offense to him, and it hasn't worked in 6 games. He came in the first time. We ran flex action, tried to get him into the post. We always end up playing so much slower when KB's in the game because we're trying to get him into the post. We're doing like this, trying to get him. No, bro, fuck that. He got to be an extra at this point. He's not good. He's not playing good enough for him to be the focus of an offense. He has to be an extra. It is what it is. We can't do that. Missoula is not timing out, even though their play sucks already. Tibbs didn't even want that game for. He didn't, bro. Like I cannot believe he came out and dropped in the third quarter. I cannot believe it. I literally don't know if the Celtics are afraid of getting an offensive foul, getting Brunson in the post. Jays have wait, what? Why did my chatters do that? I literally don't know if the Celtics Jays have decimated Bridges and Hart like no one. What? Hey, what is that? Okay, actually no. They have decimated Bridges because Tatum got the ball on one play and saw Mikal and did no dribble moves, backed him down and got a layup. Jaylen Brown made Josh Hart look like a kid in the first half. But the difference is, Brandon, is that the Knicks don't send help on those guys. So if Bridges is guarding, they're not going to help in the post. If Hart is guarding, they're not going to help in the post. Where Brown had 4 turnovers at in this second half, either 2 or 3 of those came off when he had Brunson switched on to him in the post and help came and he was unaware of where the help was. That's where the turnovers came from. Jack, yeah, they made us scared to shoot threes with confidence. Big Al had a 3, but he instead drove. Drew had the same thing too. How would you solve the high head / soft double on Jalen Brunson screens that they cannot score on? Wait, are you talking about when Jalen hedges? Because they scoring that a lot, or at least they get open shots a lot. I had a breakdown of game 1 where they did where they were like getting good shit on his hedges. It was like 16 plays where they took advantage and did a great job of like getting a good shot on his hedges, and they did that in this game, especially in the first half, where they were scoring on everything Jalen Brunson was involved in. I just think in the second half of both games they just stopped, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. He drove left, lost his dribble for a second, then went into a crowd. Yeah, you talking about Jalen? Just got here. In my opinion, these 2 games on JT, he has just to be flatly better on offense, which is why we're losing. I totally disagree. I mean, I totally agree. Straight up not having a good time right now. I feel like I did something wrong for real, Trixie. Honestly, he should have just pulled up from 3 early. Time matters more at that point. Yeah. We definitely need to look at the tape. The Knicks look like they figured us out. Maybe they would also take Cat out. If the Celtics lose game 3, it's over. Yeah. Unfortunately. Are we going to talk about how Tatum is not stepping up? Yeah, I spent the first 20 minutes talking about that. You probably wasn't interested. I'm sorry. Joe might be the worst coach with the best roster. That's crazy. Sounds like there's a fire at the Garden. Everyone, huh? Sound like it's a in the Garden? Somebody started a fire at the Garden? Somebody started a fire at the Garden? What the hell happened? What the hell going on? What the hell going on? Are we sure? TD Garden? Let me look at some Twitter shit. Oh my God, security guard said there's an actual fire at TD Garden, so everyone plays. What the fuck? Bro, they're burning the garden down? Fire alarm went off in TD Garden after the Celtics game, and they've evacuated all media members. You go down 2-0 in your house and they burn a garden down. That's real fan of me, bro. That's real fan of me. We're losing to Mikal Bridges, dog, man. I need more huddles and timeouts from teammate. Yeah, 100%. Like, bro, nobody laid into Jason Tatum. Nobody laid into Jason Tatum. Horford, you gotta be better, like Jalen. I need you. You gotta be better. Joe, what the fuck are you doing? I love you. Nobody did that. Nobody decided to do that. Okay. That tells me a lot. That nobody feels that they can say something to Jason Tatum. That says a lot. The Knicks, 1 by 1, will stay together, y'all, and meet here to comfort each other. If we win, yes, we will. I like to hit a locker room after tonight because boy, if I'm Drew, point fingers and demand that's too high spec. Nah. But wait, did they already do interviews before the garden started to burn? Hey, imagine they get out of interviews for this game. Oh my God, a player set fire. The players had a member of the team set fire to the garden. Oh, so they didn't have to do interviews. Man, y'all ain't slick. Y'all ain't slick, boy. I done put it together. Well, you're not going to hear from them because there's oh, there you go. More of a personal question, but I believe you said you stayed in DC for most of your life. So how did you get to be a Celtics fan? So yeah, I still live in DC right now. I've been here all my life. I moved to Maryland for like 3 years, but I was 5 years old, 07, the year before we won the championship. I had been playing basketball since I was like 2. So I was like 3 years in. Of course, I'm the smallest because I'm fucking 5. But what got me to be a Celtics fan is Rajon Rondo, bro. Seeing that little motherfucker run around the court and control everything, I'm like, damn, who that? It just stuck with me. House has been terrible. Yes, yeah, there's a fire. Saturday, May 10th, 3:30, Boston Girl, BRB. The ghost of 2022-23 Celtics has come back. We need Kyrie to spread stage across. Oh shit, boy, you might. That's fighting word. Joe Mazzulla was with me watching the town when the fire was set. Really? That's probably sarcasm, but that would be kind of cool. No dogs on the team. They did a couple. Tatum won't be talking, Lord. KB didn't interview at least Joe too. All right, well, I need some water. Do I have any? Nope. Again, appreciate y'all for joining. We've been on for 72 minutes. Y'all gonna get a film session tomorrow, man. And hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from when I do this. And I'm gonna try my best to be constructive criticism rather than shit on him, man. But it might get ugly. It might get ugly. I might get ugly. So, but again, I greatly appreciate y'all for coming out. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, so I appreciate that. Hopefully the Celtics give us some happiness. Hopefully. If we lose game 3, we might as well just peace out. But I'm trying to make some more content, bro. I don't want to go out in the second round. I don't want to go out in the second round. So, and I didn't expect to go out in the second round. So, again, appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I'll see y'all Saturday. And try to stay up, y'all. Try to stay up. We got a couple days. Try to stay up, but